Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Dicey Dungeons. We're working on it. I'm kind of enjoying the Inventor right now, honestly. I know that probably the Witch is the more preferred of the two less preferred characters, but I feel like I'm starting to deepen the brain grooves required to maybe stand a chance as the Inventor, so I'm going to give it a try. Try to be... I feel like, strategically, you have two pieces of equipment. We should just go for the... kill, in my opinion, here, but I think that's the best way to make it happen, because he will doubtlessly choose to hurt himself on this turn in order to enable this. Yeah. I feel like we've been playing okay, where we have possibly... I don't even want to say screwed it up, but where we've run into trouble is not having more options when it comes to yeeting your equipment, you know? Inevitably, we hold on as long as possible, but at some point we end up having to yeet a piece of equipment that more or less screws us. So I don't really know. I'm not saying there's nothing I could do, dude. I'm just saying that for now, I don't really know what we're supposed to do about that. Love to see that. Gotta remember, Spanner Sword does damage. So even if the sum of 2 dice equals enough to get a counter to work, you should probably put it into Spanner Sword first. Anyway, we can't afford to get rid of Screwdriver, in my opinion. It's our only raw damage source. Knitting Needle is kind of interesting. We can use that for... okay, Wrecking Ball plus anything using a countdown, which is nothing right now. It's kind of tempting. But Knitting Needle gives us health regen. That's the way Thorns work on this level. On Parallel Universe. We like Zap. We like Spanner Sword. We like Zap. And we can still hit you for 2. See, right now we've got a pretty decent assortment of options for ourselves. That's not very much damage, even though we rolled a 6. You love to see it. So we'll zap you. I think we'll just change all of our dice. Yes, they will still be burning. We screwed this up pretty bad now that I look at it, because we literally can't do anything with a 6. But we did at least get 6 raw damage out there, which is still pretty good. 6 raw damage right now is just about as good as it gets for us. Trying to make sure. I don't even think we have lethal, but we do have lethal. If you 5-1, get a 6, give yourself Thorns, you heal for 1 on the hit. Okay. There was actually a couple of different paths to lethality there. We can't get rid of Screwdriver. That's fine. What we're looking for is, honestly... I think we'd rather fight you and hit max HP. What we're looking for, honestly, is counter-based options. This just sucks, basically. I don't know if I would sign off on that one. You really roll 7 dice, huh? That's your thing? You rolled 7 dice at a time? It's alright. It's almost like we have a limit right now of like 3 turns. So we just have to hit you hard. This is a big one. We don't care about combining the dice, to be honest. Might as well do 3 damage, recover 2 HP. Okay, that's gonna be yet another payout. Dude, we're dead. Mathematically speaking, I don't think we can take this guy right now. Not with this absolutely egregiously poor set of equipment that we have right now. Really, the only thing we have is, like, if you gain Thorns with an odd, Then this is a little healing. And this is a little healing. Hope for low rolls. That's low. 8. We might have one more turn before it pops off, in which case we'll actually live. Nope. Okay, so we have to kill him this turn. Or we have to heal for 7, which is just basically inconceivable. We can do a maximum of 13 damage. He has 10. We only have 9 in hand. But we can change that. Okay, that sucked. I don't want to go through that again. Please God, better equipment. Go ahead and take Elastic Heart. And we'll be taking Molotov Cocktail. I think it's very clear we suffer from a damage problem here. It's not a counter-based piece of equipment, but it is what it is. 163. Okay. Well, it would be nice to combine these, but there's nothing you can do there. We'd like to hit you for 6. It doesn't really matter whether we do it here or here. And again, it's the same thing with Thorns. Thorns don't actually do more damage. They don't reflect damage. They just, they give us health regen. Which is not bad, but wasn't immediately necessary. I should have put, I mean, it does matter. I should have put the 4 in there, but no, because then I couldn't have put the 6 anywhere else. Yeah, okay, I think we actually did something that was totally fine there. So we definitely like to heal. There's no way we can get the health, any more regen without killing you first, so let's not sweat it too much. That went okay. I don't think we can afford to get rid of Screwdriver. Knitting Needle is by far our worst option here, so I like that a lot. Tetraphobia is bad, but it works well with Wrecking Ball, but one of them has got to go. I think you like Scrap Kettle. Oh, we don't have very much gold. I was hoping we can get an upgrade as well, but we need this. I'm gonna buy an upgrade. I just want to see where we stand. If it becomes smaller, 2 uses this turn. Do 1 damage 4 times. It's really good if you have Thorns, which we do, but for now, we only have it for literally 1 fight, so I wouldn't really recommend it. Okay, so gain Thorns, of course. There's no real reason not to gain 2 Thorns, I suppose. So that was solid. 3. Poison. Poison's not that bad. Game Thorns. I think we want to focus here. Maybe? I don't know, man. I'm confused. I'm like permanently confused to be playing as this character. I just wanted to heal as much as possible out of this. I think that was actually the most appropriate way to handle that situation. So I'm very for it. I still don't think we can lose Screwdriver. That's fine. It actually makes a great gadget, to be honest. Calculator. Now, Calculator is very interesting. Also very difficult to use, but okay. I have no hope. Unlike our previous runs. Now we got no jobs, no hope, no cash. You know the old song and dance. I mean, you could do 6-1 here, but I think that's a vanity play. But the caveat to not knowing where I'm at right now is that even if I knew where I was at, I don't think it matters that much. Just in general, you're just a message in a bottle on this run. All I know is that I don't feel comfortable removing Screwdriver from the equation just yet. Scrap Spear, I can't believe this is 2 tiles, but it is what it is. So what I'm trying to say is I don't feel like I really have control over the way that the run goes. I feel like I have influence, but influence and control are different in this circumstance. On the bright side, we're 10 minutes in, and we're about to be done with the 4th floor, which is really a surprising setup for us, I think. We definitely like to burn dice against an enemy who takes burn damage. Although, now that I think about it, he doesn't really burn, but that's okay. He won't be able to use that next turn, and he only did, like, almost 0 damage. So this is more unfortunate, but it is what it is. Wait, remember, this fight is kind of, supposed to be bad, if that makes sense. It's not supposed to be one of our strongest fights, because of the fact that, yikes, that's 10 damage, brother. Because of the fact that we're shoehorned into using our spear here, which is also borderline, like, useless for us. We're only 9 HP down, mostly thanks to the really lucky fact that we had a gadget that gives us HP regen. But I think we're still in this one. So, heal me. Sorry, we're only done with floor 3, not floor 4. That's my mistake. I want to take a look at our equipment here. Wrecking Ball needs to come back in. For 4 gold, I think we take Berlin Key, and I think you might as well invest 1 gold into an upgrade. I'm gonna do it. That, I don't know. Giving us more equipment options, at the very least, I think we're gonna try it. It gives us less odds that Screwdriver will be picked. They're hoping for a 4. With no 4, I think we're gonna hit you with some raw damage this turn then. I'm gonna go yeah. We're gonna go yeah. Okay. It is at least more damage. We did 13 damage. Interesting. You're running like a Jester build here. I really wanted that one. But you know, hold on. Oh, that doesn't count as a counter. That's my mistake. The thing is, I thought it was a counter based on the fact that it had a counter on it, but clearly, I don't know what I'm talking about. Must be some sort of fool. I can hear you saying it. What a fool, you say? What a fool you are to believe that. Okay, we're gonna just get hit for way more damage than I'd like to, but it is what it is. Can I lethal you? Three becoming 5. If we're gonna... I don't know, man. We're not gonna kill you. Please roll low. I was gonna say... That's like exactly not low enough, but that's life, you know? Here we are. Just get a hit in there. Probably could have done better, but at least we're not dead. If you want to take Berlin Key, take Berlin Key. Can't afford to take the risk on this one. Wrecking Ball, to be honest, losing Wrecking Ball is not that bad. It's been kind of like a pet project for us. But I'm disappointed nonetheless because I really wanted it to work. So we will take Scrap Nettle for now. I don't really like Mosquito Bite, but it seems prudent to keep it available in a situation like this. 6 to all counts is literally useless for us. We might as well burn your dice. Doesn't really matter how we do this one. Should have done that in a different order so we could gain the thorn, admittedly, but we should put the thorn on first. That's a bit of a misstep on my part. So we knew that we were becoming cursed. 2 uses of that, 2 turns of blindness. Okay. Okay. We have no evens. So I think you actually like using your limit break here and then like adding a thorn, which was cursed. So it gave a thorn to him, which I think is actually pretty... It owns, I think is the word that kids are using to describe this situation today. This is a situation that owns greatly. Well, we're not hearing the heartbeats yet, so I guess we should consider ourselves somewhat lucky. Might as well try Berlin. Okay, cool. All right. Another situation that, in my opinion, highly owns. Hate to see those evens. We could be dead in 2 evens. We're not. Much to my surprise. We can't kill you. In that case, we have to just go for HP regen. So I do appreciate the thorns a great deal. We just literally don't have the output. But you're gonna do 16 damage this turn. So we're... Okay, maybe you're only gonna do 7. But we're still dead. Alright, we'll try again. This is not uncommon. But I will say, I'm basically, feeling right now like the way that I've felt many, many times in the past. Where I'm like, this game is 4 great characters that are a lot of fun, and 2 characters that I don't really like that much at all. But I ain't trying to be negative. We're gonna give this one the real, honest-to-goodness college try. You don't want it on shock, brother. I'm telling you that right now. You're gonna find yourself in a world of hurt. Get him? Get him? This is unnecessary, but I'm trying to take out my own personal revenge on the game right now. Take Scrap Club. Okay, I'm good to go. Spanner Sword. Very familiar with it. Now Mosquito Bite. Oh, not Mosquito Bite. Wrecking Ball. Okay, now we really want to lose Spanner Sword, because with Wrecking Ball, we can basically start to get capacitors for free. Now, admittedly, this is not a great situation for that, because, you know, we rolled a 6 and a 5. But you're like, well, you can't put a 5 into Wrecking Ball. True, but I could put a 4 into it, and then a 3 next turn, or a 1 next turn, or you get the idea. So we start to be able to capitalize on it a little bit more, I think. Might as well just lethal this guy. Please take Spanner Sword from me. It's great, but it's not for us. I hate to say it. Of the available options that were presented there, it's fine. To lose Screwdriver sucks, but it is, I think having this mild synergy is actually better. As busted as it sounds. I gotta think about how we want to re-equip here. I think we want to re-equip Wrecking Ball. Even though Spanner Sword could give us... I got it wrong. We don't really need to gain Thorns, unfortunately. Might as well just do this. It just allows us to reuse the dice. Yeah. So let's do efficiency, then I guess we'll just go straight for capacitor. I do recognize that we might as well have put the thorns on early. I don't know. Honestly, I can feel my brain start to ooze out of my ears the more I play as the inventor. Like, it's not even... like, it's that complex. Honestly, I think we do this. It's not even like it's that complex of, you know, calculations you're running here. It's just that they're so... it's like holding on to, like, a greased stone, you know? I can't get a grip on it. Anytime I try to squeeze in on some strategy, it just goes... slips right out of my hands. So we are happy to lose... I mean, we're not happy to lose anything, but if we're happy to lose anything, we're happy to lose Spanner Sword. I'm just trying to see. I'm realizing now we actually have a great run to take out Super Space Marine. Because of the fact that... I still think this is the right way to do it. Or at least it wasn't the wrong way. Because of the fact that he's going to have to spend 3 HP per turn to unshock the plasma cannon, he's probably going to hit me really hard. I don't know why it takes so long to calculate his move after maybe he's only got one place to put the dice. I mean, you know what? We get 3 plays out of it with a limit break, and in all likelihood, he will probably hit us again anyway, so we might as well get the limit break going here. He basically can't kill us. We need to hit him for 8 next turn, but he is going to, if he hits us with this, he's going to limit break us. If he limit breaks us, we have 6 damage plus, or we have, 6 damage plus shock. We could also do 4 damage raw here, which will also work just fine. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. I mean, okay, thank you. That was what I needed you to take. We don't need the double dice value. I think having a buffer for raw damage is probably more prudent. Saw Wave returns a 6 and a 1. That's a piece of equipment we absolutely want to see yeeted into the stratosphere. I don't really want to return a 6 and a 1. Like at all. I think we want to shock more. So I think we do this. I don't know, dude. I actually, contrary to what you might think is realistic here, I think a double shock is maybe a little faster, but it is not a great use of a limit break. I think that was a misstep. 4-3 returns 6-1, but we don't like to... I don't think we like to do it that way. I think we'd like to... Oh, sorry, put thorns on first. I think we like to do it like that, so we also provide some burn on your dice to prevent you from reusing equipment. Although I guess you can't really reuse equipment anyway, right? It's just once per battle. I don't know what we're doing, is what I'm trying to say. But I'm working on it. All I know right now is if you were to use this, you would be killed. So, I mean, inflicting poison is irrelevant to me, to be honest. As long as I can still hit you. Which I can. We need more equipment. And we need more equipment freaking ASAP, dude. Yeah, we want to get rid of Saw Wave. Double Edge. It's something, you know, we have the equipment space to hold that right now and hopefully yeet it from this point onwards. Scrap Book. Change Machine. Return 4 1s. I don't think we should invest in upgrading anything. I actually think we should just buy trash. Just be careful. You're gonna hit full HP after the second fight here. You have 1 lock dice. Lock is, like, in my opinion, basically irrelevant here. I'd rather do it like this. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea how this run looks right now. That's up to you if you want to do that. You will? Okay, fair enough. Random Stardust effect. He's shocked. Shock is good for us. A 4 always does great work for us there. I am going to do this. I want you to be closer to lethal. I think I support my own decision here. We're still going. We're still alive. We can't... You knew it was going to happen at some point. That was not the piece of equipment we wanted to lose. That's the Wrecking Ball was actually... It was very important for us. I think we actually go for... Okay, hear me out here. I think we go for Double Edge here. The whole reason behind that is we know we're going to hit max level, or we're going to hit max HP fighting this guy. I feel like we might as well just try to kill him as quickly as possible. We're also trying to force a situation. He's gonna gain some HP here, unfortunately, and almost kill us. We need to create a situation in which we're guaranteed to be able to get rid of double edge, or at least as likely as possible to get rid of double edge. So I honestly cannot play double edge on this turn anymore, which is real bad. So I gotta feel how we should have done 3-5 for sure. I think we're dead. I know we're dead. Please, please. We're not dead. Oh my god. Just don't put it in double edge and you're good. Okay, I don't know how that happened. I think we got insanely lucky. I think we played our cards very wrong, and yet here we are. Change Machine was basically, in my opinion, the most yeetable piece of equipment by far. Most likely to be yeeted 2018. Do 1 damage and on a run. No, do damage and on a 1 reroll. We still really want to get rid of double edge, which is why we're not putting the scrap into our hand yet. We don't have something we want to protect. We have quite the opposite, something we want to get rid of. I really don't want to use it at all. Although, we can do that. I don't know, we could have just done 3 damage by default as well, right? But, you know, that's not as fun. Well, he's probably going to ruin Pea Shooter to do 2 damage, which seems like an okay trade for me. What's Shocked? Rubber Mallet. I can honestly wait that one out, I think. Yeah, I think this is totally fine. Wouldn't necessarily say good. I would say fine. You're gonna shock me again. We're gonna get 4 1s, which is surprising. But he's also dead, so that's great news. Please, God, take double-edged sword from me. Thank you. Gain a random blessing. Mr. Fred Blessy in a breakfast mess. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know. Does Blast Chiller actually do anything for us now? We don't really have anything to do with counters here, so I don't think so. If you were ever going to buy an upgrade, now's probably a pretty good time. I think getting a reroll on an odd is probably... because that's extra dice managed, or extra dice returned. You can use those dice in capacitors, so we have an opportunity to do something with them. We have 2... we can fight twice without needing new equipment because we have 2 scrap in our present array. So I think that we do want to do this and then also fight the Rotten Apple after that. So we have 50% chance to dodge next attack. Burning dice is obviously not great. But we can duplicate this 5. We can do 5 damage and reroll. Turn it into a 4. 4 is great here. Oh, the scrap kettle, it hurts us. Now I get it. You know what? I think I will go for 4 shock, even knowing that this will make it impossible for us to use capacitor next turn. He rolled 2 3s. 3 did not get shocked. That's life. Our blessing is dodge yet again. Might as well duplicate our 5. Hit for 5. Rerolled into a 1. Put a 4 here. Molotov cocktail. Might as well just hit you. Pass turn. 2 5. 5 is dodge. 2 is fire. But burn is not that bad. Most of the time. We just got to be able to kill you this turn. So we got dodge yet again. Starting to think that's the only thing you can get here. How dare you? Go ahead, you son of a gun. 4-4. At least he can only use it once. I didn't plan accordingly for that dodge. I'll just own up to it. Reduce. Wow, the only way to kill him is to take 1 damage. At least they gave us a limit break, though. Okay, we're still going. Something's going right here. Please take... No, I really want you to take the kettle first, if that's okay. The kettle is way worse than the scrapbook. I think we want focus here. Copy. We're just gonna go for max capacitor. And I think we'll keep capacitor alive and eat the Molotov for next turn. I would prefer if you didn't take half of my health. I don't know if we're gonna have that opportunity though. It's unavailable immediately, isn't it? Yeah. That was dumb. That was dumb. He is gonna take half of our health. Unless we can do 21 damage next turn, but that seems functionally very unlikely. We can't, literally, we can't use it as well. It said on the next turn. It said on the next turn, Terry. On the next turn is what it implied. It didn't say. I mean, I'm getting burned on both ends here. Is all I'm trying to say. Just a little surprised is all, Terry. Just a little surprised. Why don't you go ahead? Tell me what you're going to do on this turn. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought something similar to that would be the case that would end up coming to pass. Dust. Take scrap kettle. We definitely do not want it. Give me my HP. Give me my equipment. Chainsaw. Realistically, that's probably the next piece of equipment we want to eat, if given the choice, but it will work for us on turn 1. Might as well start here, see if you naturally roll this, but now it doesn't do double damage because you went for the reroll first for reasons that are hard to understand if you're watching along at home. Has he decided he's not gonna open Deep Sea Howl? Okay. That's his right. Still like the 12 damage. That's big. It looks like we will make it through the fight. This should be our level up then too. Curse. Yeah, that's honestly the blindness is irrelevant to me. The curse does suck though. I can't kill you. I can't kill you, but I can force you to be given the choice to yeet yourself. He's getting close. But we got him. Dude, I don't know. Maybe we don't want to lose Chainsaw. Maybe we'd rather lose Rubber Mallet. Are we really willing to lose Capacitor? I don't think so. Capacitor, I hate to lose it, to be honest, but Capacitor's been a big help for us. I don't know, man. I think you do copy upgraded Rubber Mallet. I think it's just our most universally useful piece of equipment. Yes, give me the Polar Star, please. Which now gives us one more damage source. And then Befuddle, duplicate one dice, return the other. Duplicate one dice, return the other. We're gonna start there. I recognize the inherent danger in not having Capacitor, which has been extremely helpful for us. But my thinking is, you know, with Befuddle, duplicate one, return the other. We duplicated the two, which sucks. Because I really wanted Chainsaw to pop. But all we can really do then is do 10 damage. I still think we're in an extreme yeet atmosphere. But we'll try. By the way, you're like, when did you start using Geet unironically? I do not know. But now that it's happened, there's nothing that can be done. Might as well, hold on, do this. Okay, we got 2 5s, which is fine, because we get 10 damage there. We'll focus regardless, and then there's another 12 damage, and then there's another 12 damage right there. So, I don't know, man. I'm a believer in this run. Though it may seem silly, I think the most yeetable piece of equipment right now is actually a rubber mallet, as bizarre as that might sound. Even though we just copied it. I don't think we can get rid of that. I really did not want to get rid of that, but, you know, Polar Star I think is a little bit more reusable. I'd still like to get rid of Mosquito Bite, so I don't think we need any of those specifically. Let's keep working our way through. Man, I don't know. Maybe we're there. Maybe this one has an actual chance. Duplicate one, return the other. Double 2s. It's alright. It's alright. It was still a 24 damage turn 1. Mostly due to the weaken, I'm sure. Which is actually vulnerability, in case you recall. A little bit on the weaker side on that one, but it is what it is. Oh, yeah, hate to see it. Several freeze. Man, losing Chainsaw is like a window to your heart. Everyone can see freaking fall apart, dude. Might as well do the best raw damage we have, I guess is the way that I should be approaching this. Excuse me? I'm sorry, boys. I did not mean to stir you from your slumbers. It's your cat hair that gets in my nose, makes me want to sneeze so much, and then you look at me and go, why are you sneezing? You know, it's not really your fault, but you are the proximate cause. Yes, I think we will get rid of a rubber mallet. I know, it's good. Here's the thing, is all good? I don't really want to take the chance. I want to yeet Mosquito Bite. Do 7 damage, return a dice. Do we dare? Once we lose Mosquito Bite, we can swap Capacitor back in. Or once we die, which is also, it's on the list. It's a possible option here. Must equal 7. Do 7, return a dice. Okay, thank you. And then we only have one thing that does damage. So, you know, that's that. Next turn, Polar Star. We'd really like to hit a 5 on that. You love to see the 2 1s. Block is not that bad for us in this one. So you're saying there's a chance. (6-3). Okay, do me a favor. Reroll a random dice. Why do you do the things you do? 3-5. That's bad. 5 is bad. 3 is also... Okay, 3 worked out. 5 worked out. The locks, again, I can't stress enough. The locks are not that bad for us. Everything's going okay. We got a 3 and a 1. Okay. Do it like that. You got our 6 in return. 6-3 gives you a 3-6-6, which is basically useless in this case, but hey, there it is. One of these days, we're gonna get an... This is where you need Capacitor, because it's reusable. It gives you something to do with those reusable... With those dice that you finish your turn with. Either way, my man's dead. And we made it, which is a surprise above and beyond the odds that I ever could have expected. Take something else. That's absolutely the worst possible option you could have taken. And just to be straight up with you, I will never forgive you. I didn't even put Capacitor back. I'm a mess right now. The Polar Star was of such critical value. Give me 3-4, return. 6 damage. Why not? Give me... another turn. After this turn, take another turn. Okay, so we'll just take another turn immediately. Gonna hit you with the 3-4. Got a 4 in return. Again, we might as well just go for maximum damage, so we'll hit you for 5. So, I'll tell you, my opinion on the inventor has not really changed. Making it so, you know, you couldn't choose what piece of equipment got yeeted was already annoying. Making it now so that there's even less control over it is even more annoying than that, to be honest. I think we need the reroll. And then we needed this to be able to make 7, which is not gonna do. So how about just not rolling 23 on 4 dice? And thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For another, we'll see you next time. See ya.